how the CSAT, because that 2 years ago, how it has got changed. We changed the scale to a Likert scale. We have come out with 10 questions. We have come out with both NPS as well as experience index type of questions.
So that's a good point. So CSAT, we started implementing BPM. The questionnaires are going to the client and they're giving feedback. They're implementing it, they're seeing the results. Last 6 months it's been happening. We want to implement across all the units now. So that's our goal for 2015. How do we achieve these goals? Some of them I spoke about that in strategy. To strengthen the sales team in all units. We are working, this is work in progress right now. If I talk about, start with the BPM, we just included a couple of people, but more work to be done there. Sales process, so sales hiring is happening in IT. Sanjay is moved here. Sanjay, there will be many people who will be joining. GAC, we need to add more sales people. And there will be some different thought also. I'm thinking we'll talk about that in GAC. Each account, if it is grows to a certain level, account management needs to be a little bit strengthened. And recruitment process and some of the tools which is being requested, which we need to invest now. A lot of investments is going to be committed now. Under discussions, we'll implement it now. So marketing is another area where we discussed it. They will be presenting that. It's in the marketing side, our website is going to be revamped. Marketing, the current team is going to be enhanced with the help of outsourcing, and some of the ideas came out from the team and Sanjay that we are not going to hire all the people in-house. We will be using as need basis from the external team. Some investments are going to come. Account-based marketing is going to be implemented for each account growth. So that they will be talking about that. Hopefully there is a session for that. PS team, sales team is going to be expanded. And for Deloitte, I want to talk to the team. I think there is more support required in terms of support in HR and account management and things like that. So that investments, I had a little discussion, but we need to expand that to the process now and execution. That's a key here. So this year, all these things are going to happen. So Srini will be cutting a couple of checks for us now. So I want to make sure you're here. So account management initiatives, as I spoke to you a little bit, but more we'll be discussing on that. More training, more process in place, account management, account growth, CSAT implementation, etc. Globalizing accounts. Already Dell, GAC has implemented 3-4 accounts, now globalized it. It's a good job. Dell, Honeywell, UHG is a very good opportunity. Now we need to expand. So yesterday, so before I go further, I want to congratulate GAC team for a wonderful job they have done for Q a couple of days back. I got a call from the client. What they did, Q came and asked for 80 people.
Q is quintiles.
Q means quintiles. They wanted 80 people within 2 days or 1 week. So within a week, they hired 90 people, 95 or something, 94 offers went out, and out of them 30 left. Suddenly they got another 20. So finally 90 people they joined. Correct?
Wow.
54 joined.
Wow.
So this case study helped me yesterday. So when these guys are going after big, large physicians practice, this Astro's Global Health Alliances, good guys. I would like to tell you, there's a very good customer. They will say you are sucks means they will nicely say that you are really bad without telling that way. You are not really doing good. So nice customers. So they are planning to get 1,000 people assignments, something like that in BPM area. So they asked, are you guys able to do it? So this case studies I gave yesterday. So they are confident they are going after them. If they win, we will get that kind of assignments. So good job. Multiple. So with that, we are going to get multiple assignments from quintiles. Hopefully we'll be ready for that. So I think we need to give tea for everyone. So, marketing initiative, we talked about healthcare BU. So, we are more and more when we discuss and we evaluate, it became companies, healthcare practices becoming stronger and stronger. So, we are looking at definitely we'll be hiring a BPO head, but over and above, we are looking at healthcare BU head kind of thing in India. See what the person is not only giving. So it's a solution selling is happening in BPO. We are moving from earlier transaction-based BPO. You guys tell us what we can do. We can enter data entry or do air calling or coding. I'm just taking that example because I'm so involved. Last 1 month, you won't believe. Morning when I get up, I talk about BPO. Anyway, so it's moving from that transaction to solution selling is happening now. So clients are aware of that. We are doing it on an outcome-based selling is happening. So if you want to move forward and you want to grow in that unit, definitely we need to have a strong team who can talk about the solutions. So that's where we are looking at. We have open positions. We'll talk more about that in the strategies if we have a session sometime. Solution-based selling. So this idea is, or this strategy, we will talk about that. We'll be implementing in a phased manner. Idea is that, to just give you an example, you want to hire SMEs in the IT segment and maybe part-time billing, 40 hours, 50 hours kind of billing, but they are available for any opportunities too. Because every opportunity, what I experienced so far, it is, everything is coming unique and we cannot build everything over, So what is the next solutions to, but we don't want to lose the opportunity to. So one of the suggestion came from our advisors is to have that SMEs in our system, but not fully with the billable. So means we need to get projects. In the projects, these guys will be embedded for some time billing. And it is happening in BPM, but I will tell you once it is confirmed. There is some process in place. We are winning some projects in US. We are going to bring in team from offshore, and they will be partly billable with the project, in the project, as a project-based guys, but they are also available for solution selling, things like that in IT, or like solution-based selling. On the delivery excellence, I talked about that. So it's going to be a major change we need to make, and which is what we're going to do that for. Right now we are doing it, we want to expand that operations to see how we can do that. Then professional board structure, let me explain a little bit on this. What it means is, we are now effective board. We have two type of boards right now. One is board, which is so the board of advisors. We are bringing in board of advisors which are effective, and they are also going to help us. They're going to guide us, and in terms it will be result-oriented activities. That's what the board of advisors are going to do. I talked to Praveen for one person in Phoenix area, and a couple of board of advisors are hired here in PPM. So we'll be adding more. So it is generating results. So this idea came from a year ago, but we'll be having more for the new practices or what we need to do, etc. So with that, I wanted to talk about a story of 2004 Pistons team. Anybody, how many people know basketball? Not familiar in US, if it is Indian time. So this is about the 2004 NBA championship game. Pistons won against Lakers. Let me tell you, Lakers had a lot of star players. Shaquille O'Neal, one of the best player, highly paid guy. Kobe Bryant, another highly paid, 100 million plus star player. Karl Malone, one of the star at that time. So all star players were there. Pistons did not have any star players. They're all humble guys. They all played for the team. Finally, they beat the hell out of LA Lakers, and they won the championship. It's the story is the team activity. The team won. It's not individuals. These guys in LA Lakers at that time, we all thought the LA Lakers would win, but because they had inner, and they all played for individual scores at that moment. Here, these guys were helping each other, and they were selflessly, they were working hard, and they amazed it. Larry Brown was the coach. So team helped. That's how they won the championship. They had only one goal, winning the championship for the team. With that, I'll end my conversation. Thank you, guys. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of the life. I will keep in touch, okay?
Are we ending it now?
Any questions for Radha?
Today is any other session we have?
Yeah.
Okay.
But any questions for Radha?
Any questions? Sorry. No questions?
Very good. So Radha, I think the point which you mentioned, they are possibly the foundational layers to take the company to the next orbit of growth. So do we have a budgeting cycle or something like that?
Oh yeah. So we want to go back. So this is what I discussed. Actually, now it's coming in. I have gone through various challenges last couple of months and couple of months. So what we discussed is, and we'll talk about that in the leadership meeting here. Planning to put 2 days in a month for investments request process, and that will be approval. And the budgeting cycle we will start now. That financial discipline, financial performance we wanted to put in. So this has to be by unit wise, leadership wise. We want to create a budget and optimize it and work towards that. So that we discussed a couple of years, we did not implement it. It is becoming a challenge for me as well. So I want to create a committee of leadership team and to go forward with that. Go ahead, Sanjay.
Any plans of going public run?
I will have to come back to you. We discussed it. It is getting challenged with the current system now. I would like to wait for a year to talk about that. So again, this question will be discussed with the leadership team and the board to see that whether we can go to public or what do we do next.
Any private equity funding
Discussion in place. Funding is not required for the company?
No, by funding, many times they help in customer acquisition.
You're right, right.
More than funding, the collateral benefit is getting customers easier.
Had discussed with a couple of units, couple of firms, did not go well. The reason is their expectation is different and what we are looking at. So we don't want any private equity firm come after us and then getting more business. We should enable our sales business. So looking for a right partner, but work in progress.
What are your acquisition plans for? Sorry, part two of that question is, are you planning to invest in some startup or anything of that sort? I'm sure that discussion was done.
So bottom line is acquisition, right?
Acquisition.
All right, okay. So Innovate is one we acquired. It is not a strategically we did not hire. It is acquired. It is a different process, but it is going to help us. I did not talk about that. We wanted to create business development activities with respect to auto finance as a vertical. So there's going to be an advisor which we are working. We are talking to Maureen to see whether she can join as an advisor and go after auto finance as a vertical. And the solution towards that, partnering with some alliances, products are available. We are discussing on that part. In terms of acquisition, strategic acquisition, in the BPM side, we discussed it to acquire a solution-based company in India, which can help to accelerate our solutioning. A couple of discussions in place, not for client purpose yet, but basically a solution. Definitely it is helping. I have seen that last 3-4 months. If you have a good solution and like RCM or anything, it's accelerating the momentum. Any other question? That's it?
Thanks, Radha.
Thanks.
Thanks.